Back right now, Georgia lawmakers want to spend more than $60 million to help young kids read on grade level, sending literacy coaches into every elementary school in the state.
Well, this would be the number one priority under the Gold Dome. It would be enough to help students catch up. That is the question. Atlanta News First reporter Abby Casores is live at Hollis Innovation Academy in Atlanta. And Abby, they are already using literacy coaches there.
Yeah, not long ago, Hollis Innovation Academy had some of the lowest reading scores in the state. Now lawmakers under the Gold Dome are pointing to this school and the literacy coaches, the work that they're doing here, as one of the reasons why this could be an approach that they could implement statewide. Inside Michael R. Hollis Innovation Academy, you see something new in many classrooms. Two adults, a teacher and a literacy coach. The coach works alongside the teacher, pulling students aside for extra help.
I like that.
Hollis is one of about 60 lower performing elementary schools in Georgia that received a full-time literacy coach in a pilot program. According to the Georgia Department of Education, schools with literacy coaches saw reading scores improve about 15% last year. Here at Hollis, third grade reading scores jumped 29 points in 1 year.
What's it called?
Dialogue.
For me, literacy is about social justice. You know, we live in a society, you have to be able to read so that you can have access and opportunity. And so, you know, we have to make sure that we afford our students with the opportunity so that they can be successful in life.
Across the state, scores are improving, but recovery from pandemic learning loss is still fragile. According to state testing, 1 in 3 Georgia third graders can't read proficiently. And that's concerning because research from the Annie E. Casey Foundation found reading on grade level by third grade strongly predicts if a child will graduate high school.
First reading the bills and resolutions, Mr.
At the Capitol, lawmakers want to expand the pilot program statewide. The House budget sets aside more than $60 million for literacy coaches in every elementary school, including $15,000 one-time grants for vision and hearing screening equipment, tools leaders say can catch problems holding students back.
Our number one priority in the House this session has been literacy.
House Speaker John Burns calls the funding a major investment in the state's future.
You drill down into it, it uplifts every community and every citizen all across our state, no matter where you're from.
The proposal passed the House almost unanimously, but educators say the real question is whether the state keeps funding the effort long enough to close the gap.
COVID was hard, and we still see opportunities for our students where some of our students still have some of those learning gaps, and our teachers work incredibly hard. So I would say Georgia is on the rise.
Budget negotiations are still ongoing at the state capitol, but if the bill passes as is, that equipment and the funding could reach some Georgia schools by the end of next school year. Live in Atlanta, Abby Casores, Atlanta News First.